Hey guys, TK here for the ShoddyCast channel. Today I am bringing you the next edition of the Farmer's Almanac, and guess what? We are back in Orr. On this episode I will be telling you about the Plinx meta event. It will be starting in the northwestern area of the Cursed Shore in a subzone called the Fields of Gold. You will leave through Caer Shadowfain and you'll be heading west, a little bit north. Look for a little circular area on the map. It's got some like steps in it or whatnot. It was probably some ancient altar or something way back when. But you'll be heading there, just off the coast, on the beach. Maybe get some rays before the event starts. The meta event consists of 4 different events. The first one, you will be helping Plinx in his little hazmat suit. He builds it up and whatnot, so you'll defend him from Risen popping out. Usually from the northern side, but also some from the southern side. You'll see a bunch of groups of Risen toads, or whatever they're called, Hylek I guess, will pop up from there. They're pretty grouped together, so I would tag them before the ones to the south because they're a little bit more spread out. So after you kill those guys, Plinx will finish building his hazmat suit and then starts the next event right away, where you escort him to the little helicopter landing zone. So again, a bunch of Risen will start popping out, usually against the wall area to the northern side of the zone. So go ahead and tag those guys and kill them down, collect whatever you get. Just make sure Plinx stays alive. And he's kind of cool to watch because he is in his little hazmat suit and whatnot, fighting things as well. Once you do get to the landing zone, guess what? The next event starts. You'll go ahead and clear out the zone of any Risen that come into it. You'll see in the video that I actually had a Risen giant start heading towards it. I think that was just a fluke though. So after you clear that zone out, you finish that event, and then a little bit later, like maybe 30 seconds, a minute later, he will start collecting stuff from the helicopter and will take it to Caer Shadowfain, and that is the final event for this, where you protect him as he is walking over to there. So those are the 4 main events: the defense, escort quests. But you'll also notice that a lot of times there will be little mini boss battles in the same area, so you'll probably take those out as well, like the champion Broodmother, and I also had a champion whatever the heck that unstoppable troll looking undead thing was. So you'll take those out as well, which also both count as events. So you could have around 6, maybe more events all in the same little area. You may have a little more, may have a little less. I may have done the farm a little wrong because I am somewhat new to it. So it's not a huge moneymaker to me. I'd much rather just do the other Cursed Shore farm that I showed you previously for money's sake. But if you are farming skill points, if you're farming karma for your legendary weapon or what have you, I would definitely consider doing this meta event because I got at least a level from doing it, which means a skill point after 80, of course. And then also at least 1200 karma from it. And all within like what? 20 minutes. So it's definitely worth doing if that is what you're into, going for your legendary weapons. But for money, I would not make it my main farm. So just keep that in mind when you are consider doing this farm. But that is it for this week's Farmer's Almanac. For next show, we will be leaving Orr and heading over to the Straits of Devastation. Hopefully I will be able to record the meta events over there, as long as it doesn't start bugging out like it has been on my server, at least the past couple weeks. For some reason something just seems to get locked up and it'll never continue on to the next event. It just stays on that event forever until the servers, update or what have you. So yeah, hopefully I'll get that for you guys and test that out and see how much money I get from that. Supposedly it is supposed to be a pretty good farm there, and you don't have to be max level to do it, so that's pretty nice. You have to be pretty close. You have to be like 75 or something to do it. But yeah, keep in touch for that, and this has been TK for the ShoddyCast channel and the Farmer's Almanac. We will catch you later.